So how can God form you from being a mortal man to a beast? You bear it, and after it, you become something that you become a caricature. You lose glory for a job. You replace glory for friendship. You replace glory for fun. Because you say glory is delayed, glory is not tangible. There are ways man can lose this glory. And I'll give you very, very, very briefly, and then we pray. The glory. That manifest presence of God. The glory. That attributes and perfection of God. That's the glory. Hope you are aware. The glory is stronger than power. The first thing God gives to a man seeking him is power. Yeah. And God first of all gives you the staying power. And then moves to the overflowing power. And then moves to the evidential power. But first, it gives you the staying power. So a man begins to dwell and I have power, power. There are realms beyond power that God gives upon men. A man can begin to manifest him on the earth. The best way I see glory is this. And glory, it is God's manifest attributes. During prayer, go and find who God is and why God said we should become him on the earth. So his glory is that manifest presence, that manifest attributes and the beauty of it on the earth. So this is how man lost glory. We become so careless. And we think that what God gives to you by mercy won't be retrieved by anger. That God by mercy bestowed some measures of realms into your life. Gave you power, gave you glory, gave you unction. And you think that because God gave you all these, you can just do as you wish and as you will. When Hophni and Phinehas had the right to steal from God's temple, the glory was stolen. You see how some of us play with sin, and we think that God can overlook some few things. When you minister as ministers or as a privileged minister, and you still see some manifestation around the things you do, some acts of glory, they are not glory. God will take his time to see that this one who has misbehaved, I have found a man to replace him. When the ark was stolen, Hophni and Phinehas thought that they were mighty men of war. They can go and fight as before. When they went to fight, they saw that their strength as mortals were limited. And no matter who you are, your strength as a man is limited outside the glory of God. You are a man. You are a man. I repeat, you are a man outside God. You are weak outside God. You are limited as a mortal outside God. What makes you immortal is God's glory. So Phinehas and Hophni thought that they could go as before, sharpen their swords, but they forgot that the secret behind their victory has been stolen. The covering their heart has been removed. That men play with the sacredness of the altar, and God had to teach them that if this thing is taken from you, you become naked. Some churches are naked, families naked, because they have joked with the sacred things of the altar. Eyes shut, ears closed, because you played with the sacred things that God gave to you. When you play with sin, you become vulnerable to the enemy's attack. He removes his covering from you, his glory from you, and you become a caricature. No man play with sin and then carry glory. No man play with sin and think he can bear the stories of glory. No man can play with sin and think the level and the realms of glory will remain with him. Nobody. Some that he had the measure of glory from birth. And no matter how careless he was, he can still move in the realm of glory. He forgot that the way God work with men, God work with men based on terms and conditions. You feel this, I will do mine. You apply this, I will do mine. Once you break my own, I break yours. So when he began to play, then he asked him, show me the secret of your power. You see how some of you young ones behave. Show me the secret to his dimension in God. Show me what is keeping her strong. Show me what is keeping him this vibrant for the Almighty. Show me that. When you just tie me with ropes, I'll be weak as a man. And she did. A young girl. Was it Owerri? Yeah, Owerri. Last year, I was in the fire, and when I was through, I stepped up to sit, and I came up to the altar, and I said, there is someone here that the devil has messed with your life and is done with you, and because of what he did to you, you think that he has finished with all the nectars that God gave you. See me. While I was through, I was being driven out. Very beautiful girl. And out. Rushed to me, held my two hands, and began to cry. She cried and cried and cried until I had to call the sister. Please, what's wrong with her? Say, leave me. Ma, what's wrong with you? Yes, sir. I am the lady you spoke about when we were leaving the altar. Tell me your story. She said, before she got to campus, God picked her to replace her mom that was a seer. Her mom could see, her mom could hear, her mom could perceive things in the spirit. So God used her to replace the mom. But everything that happened in the family, she could see them. She knew them. But when she got on campus, during the fellowship, one afternoon, after ministration on Sunday, she went to sit on the chair, and the 100 level students came to her, a young guy, and said, Mama, you know how some of you, and Papa has crippled us, has killed us on time. Mama, I love how you ministered. I was touched. Men who were truly touched by God will not say it. The proof of encounter, the change of life. Encounter, where's the choir? Choirs, encounter is not goosebump. Ish. As they were singing, ish. Encounter is not goosebump. The boy told her, as you were singing, I felt something. I knew you are my discipler. There, thank God, we bless God. You know how we thank God with pride. We bless God. She forgot that what she had on her came with a price. What she had on her, God had to invest 3 beans into her. God has to duplicate his image on her. God has to carry glory. How beautiful God is. God robbed it for us to forget. Okay, fine, I can disciple you. 100 level student. She began to disciple. When a discipler needs what? A discipler. From discipling, they began. Year 1. Year 2. I don't know who approved a sister to disciple a brother. And in case you are here, report yourself. Don't disciple a brother. You are not as strong as you think. Even till this morning, I still repeated the prayer. I told God, strengthen me where I am weak. and making me know I am strong. Even till this morning, I still prayed it. Don't think you are strong, bro. Don't think you are strong. Adam thought with the whole things he have done, an apple cannot steal this thing from me. An apple is too small. Adam thought the way you can roar in prayers, leave this thing called job. It's not possible. Adam thought the weight of what he carried can't be removed anyhow. He thought. Not until it happened. They began the discipling. They discipled themselves very well. During the final year, this guy came to fellowship, looked at the sister, and said, "Ma, thank you very much for discipling me. Actually, I was sent for you. When we saw that God has picked somebody in your family, we got your mother and God chose you. So I was appointed. I am not in school. He was never in school. I was sent, assigned, anointed by hell to bring you down. So, ma, thank you very much. My rank has been increased. I am done." She said that was the beginning of her trauma. I looked at this girl. I don't know where to help her from. She was crying while talking, screaming while talking. At the end, she said, "Sir, I know who I have lost, what I have lost in 4 years of schooling." She said, "I kept on discipling this person, one person, one, and we slept with ourselves several times in the course of disciple. You are the one joking with sin, praying with sin. Some people speak in tongues after committing sin." What I do in Uyo is what this man, what they call his name, Family Thought, is doing online. We have them plenty. Broken young ones, disflowered by pastors, spoiled by men of God. One came to me and said, "Sir, I plan to see you. I've tried to see you, but someone who is close to you said he know you very well. And in the knowing you, he slept with me, and on that day he slept with me, he finished and screamed, 'Hey, see angels!'" Okay. I'm not that particular about how the glory works. I'm not even more concerned about how you carry it. My pain, my concern is that, can we bear this measure of glory? This is December. Some of you will replace it for chicken. I know, of course. We don't value this anymore. We carry it as if it is so cheap. I know. If Samson knew what the mother went through to bear him, he will hold it with his own spirit. The mother had to let go of alcohol. Even things that bears alcohol, she must let go of it. The mother had to let go of some food because somebody was to be born. If you know those that pray for you to come, you will be careful how you misbehave. Be careful of it. It's only the church I see that is so careless. You don't mind? All I know, I will shake as other times. Things are going online. The prayer movement. I'm not moved by the prayer movement. I'm telling you, I'm not moved. We pray also. What I'm concerned about is that this guy is praying. Let's take the